mother fuckers. Right, it's freezing, man. I've got my beanie on. It's fucking freezing, that's all I'm saying. You'd think I was back in fucking Scotland again. Look, places I'm not. Anyway, got to go over fucking mushroom food. Mushroom food. What does it eat? It eats grains. Well, the stuff I grow eats grains. And now there's a fucking... The options to get grains are fucking everywhere now. You can buy it all online. Health food shops stock fucking rye, oats, whatever you decide to go down. There's easy options out there. Grain prep has become so much easier than what it did when I first jumped into this. When I jumped into it, I didn't have any knowledge whatsoever, and there wasn't any videos about it as such. There wasn't like the community on social media wasn't born as much as it is now. It wasn't there. There was no access. There was underground forums and stuff. These forums that were kind of set up by the pros in the game at the time. They set it up and it was great. It worked well for a lot of people. But it's all we had at the time. It was dodgy little websites. I think the websites, the forums are still going just now. They're still there and they're still getting used. But at the time I struggled to use them. They did help, but I had to find most of the information out by fucking around and finding out. But the grain that I used at the time was wild birdseed, and I used wild birdseed because you can get it fucking everywhere. You can get it at the pet shop aisle in any supermarket. Fucking all pet stores, all pet shops will sell it. All supermarkets will sell it. Like it's generic, man. It's fucking everywhere. And it's the old school OG grain. Everyone that's learnt this craft knows how to prep wild birdseed, and it takes the most work. It's the most fucking cuntish. It's the most. It's not even a cunt, but out of them all, it takes the most work. But it's so easy to get. If you ever need to grow a batch of fucking fruit, a batch of medicine in an emergency, you need grain. You're going to head to the shop. You're going to grab some fucking wild birdseed. And I'm going to show you how to prepare it, because I've got a group chat and I teach a bunch of guys on a collective. We're in the spaceship. The spaceship's took off, and when it lands, no one gets out the spaceship until they know how to fucking prep WBS. It's you need to answer that question. It's if someone asks you how do you prep wild birdseed and you can't answer them, then they're going to know straight away fucking how much you love the craft. That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to take you back to the start, where I started. And here I've got 10 kilo of wild birdseed. Now, in here it's got like sour gum, it's got wheats, it's got wheat, it's got barley, it's got oats, it's got sunflower, it's got corn, it's got shell, it's got grit, it's got fucking pesticides, it's been sprayed, it's got chemicals, it's got all sorts of fucking shit in it. But it's also got a lot of shit in it that the mushrooms love. It's one of the best fucking foods out there if you just put in the fucking effort to prepare it properly. So I'm going to go through the whole fucking stage and show you what we're going to do. This will take me, the whole process will take me 24 hours, so I'll need to cut it in half. I'll do stage 1, cut it, and then we'll come back on tomorrow and do stage 2, because by the time I finish preparing this just now, it's going to get soaked in water overnight, so I'm not going to stand and watch it fucking soak overnight. I'm going to do other shit. Now, this is cheap as fuck. This is really cheap. I shouldn't be showing brand names and all that, but I don't know how it fucking works. Sue me, come and sue me for what I've not fucking got. This is what you get. It's cheap as fuck. It's like $10 for how many? What we got here? 5 kilo. 5 kilo, $10. Now, that's what it looks like. Basically, what I want to do is separate all the shit that I don't want out of the shit that I do want to keep, and it's pretty easy, man. So all you're going to need for this is your bag of birdseed. You can buy this in boxes, guys. You can buy this in little 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram boxes. You don't need to buy fucking loads like this. I'm just doing this for example to show you how quickly I can wash this and get it ready. All you're going to need is this, a bag of this. You're not going to need, but I'm going to need a knife to open up my bag. Some sort of fucking sifting implement. And a pot. Now, we're going to jump outside because I'm going to need to use the hose. I'm going to fling the phone in the bucket, point it upwards so you don't see my fucking location. Got to keep it ninja, you know. People after me. We'll get some fucking tunes up. Let's go on a little fucking adventure. Right, my signal's cutting out, so I don't know how far I can go. That's going to be a problem. Keeps pausing me, but I've got full signal, so it's been a fucking dickhead. Hold on. Try that, try that. Right, this is fucked. I'm going to cut this off, upload this, and then I'll come back on in fucking 1 minute. Yo, see if my signal cuts out. I'm still doing my birdseed prep, so my signal kept cutting out and I had to cut it off. I've uploaded the first bit. Now I'm just going to go through and wash this grain. So I'll just go and find a spot. I'm out bush, have a look at the sky while I find myself a spot, and we'll get this washed. Dowsy, is that still working? Nice.
Like my socks. I'm for Kelly, motherfuckers. This is how I rolled when I was younger. Out bush and for Kelly. Would you believe it? Oh, yes. Right, this is going to be quick. I'm going to separate all the shit that I don't want from here with the shit that I do want. And I'm going to show you how to do that quickly and easily. I'm going to use 10 kilo. I'm going to use the whole bag. This is what we're working with. It's bone dry, so I need to hydrate this. The mushrooms won't eat that. It's too dry. It's like eating fucking stones. So we need to get the water in it. The water content needs to be perfect. Can't be too dry and it can't be too wet. But I'll show you how to do that. And what I want to try and get out here is these fucking black sunflower seeds. Now you don't have to do this, but it looks a lot nicer. I don't like dirty grain. I like my grain nice and clean, man. There's also corn in here. Now, you don't have to take this out, and I'm not going to take this out, because if I want to take this out, you need to get through it and you need to pick it all out. That really is anal preference, but I did spend a lot of time doing that years ago, and then I learned to just leave it in. I just don't like the look of corn in my WBS. I like just the sour gum and the barley, but when you're trying to do this quickly, we'll leave the corn in and we'll just get the rest of the shit out. So thankfully all the shit that I don't want in here is going to rise to the top. We call it floaters. So when I fill this up with water and I start to wash it, all the shit and all the crap that I don't want is going to float to the top. And I'm just going to fill this with water, give it a fucking rinse, I swish around with my hand. All the floaters will come to the top, and then I'll dump out the water and they'll all fucking slide off. I'll do that fucking 2, 3, 4 times until my water, because the water in here will go all murky and it'll go all fucking dirty. I want to keep rinsing it and washing it until it's clean. Now, I'll just show you how I do that. Easy. Just getting in here with my hand, washing it. There's no way that fucking music is loud enough, is it? Hold on. So, spilt all over my phone, but that's it, filled up with water. My grain that I want to keep is all under here. All the shit that I don't want is here. So it's just like skimming a soup or a stew. If you were cooking a stew or a soup at home, you'd skim all this fucking shit off the top, wouldn't you? See how the water's turned all fucking murky? Now that's got chemicals, that's got pesticides in it. We want to get that shit out because it'll damage the grow, it'll damage the mushroom. So I'm going to get this out, rinse this and pour it a couple of times. You'll see the shit coming off it, and then I'll show you again once I've got it clean. I reckon I can get this clean in fucking under 5 minutes. It's not hard, guys. There we go. this over here so I don't get wet. You'll just see all the shit coming off it. I think I'm an angle. If I'm not an angle, then sorry. Nothing I can do. There's one load. I've got most of it out. No sieves, no skips, no nothing. This is your mushroom food, guys. You want it to be beautiful, you want it to be good, you want to give them the fucking best. You don't want to feed them shit. You feed them shit, you get shit. You treat them like shit, they treat you like shit. Come see, come ça. They give you what you give them. The more love you can give them, the more love they'll give you. Trust me. They know what you're doing. They know how much effort you're putting in. It's a conscious entity we're dealing with. It gets to know you. It knows what's in here. It knows what's in here. Without you having to speak it. It knows. It knows your intent. It's medicine, guys. This is medicine that has been made, let's say, against the rules since the 70s. Since the 70s. That is yesterday. This is ancient medicine that's been getting used for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Now, why did they make it illegal fucking 60 years ago? Because of today. Because of what it's doing. That's why they fucking took it off us. Fuck your pills, fuck Big Pharma. I'm going back to the way of the ancients. It saved my fucking life, and it can save yours too. If you want to follow a 70-year-old fucking legislation, go for it. Or if you want to follow something that's been practiced for fucking thousands of years all over the fucking world. The Egyptians, ancient folklore, medieval times, Native Americans, the Aboriginals, they all know, man. Who doesn't know? Who's been shit on from the greatest height? Us, in the Western world. And you're eating it up. You're fucking eating it up. I'm going back to source. All the answers lie in nature. They took it off us for a reason. They made plant medicine sound soft. Put hardcore drugs in the streets to keep us away from it. Get us addicted to other shit. And we fell for it. I fell for it. And then I remembered who I was. And now I'm back to fight it. You're killing the people you love. And you're fucking letting them. You're poisoning the children. And you're fucking letting them. If you want to say fuck all, I'll say it. My friends will say it. We'll speak up, don't worry. We'll do something about it, don't worry. We've got it. You can't open your eyes to what's going on. More fool you. One more rinse. Am I angry? Nah, not anymore. I was. They've lied to everyone I love. They've lied to everyone. And I'm here to expose that shit. Here, come on. I'm just going to wait that. I'm just going to wait it, mate. I'm not moving for you. There you go. Get stuck in, get stuck in. This is what I'm looking for, guys. That's more or less clean. I'm happy with that, man. Get all the sunflower out of it. A little bit of water here that'll try and get out. This has got fluoride in it, this water, so I'll get as much of that out as possible. And then I'm going to fill it back up with rainwater. Fill it back up with rainwater and let this soak. I'll give this a 24-hour soak. I give my barley a 12-hour soak, but I give this 24 hours. So I'll get this soaked and we'll get back into it tomorrow, guys. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Fill this up to rainwater. Now, one more tip before I go. When you fill this up to hydrate, you don't want to fill it up to here because the grain itself has got to hydrate. This has got to, which will swell up. It will swell up double in size. So you want to have at least double the amount of water to allow for swelling. So you want to, if I've got half a bucket, I want a full bucket of water. Okay, guys? Otherwise, what happens is the grains start to swell and swell and swell. The water content goes down and down and down, and then you don't have enough water to hydrate all your grain, and then you've got patchy grain, you've got hydrated grain, and you've got dry grain, and the mycelium won't touch the dry grain, guys. It's quite a picky eater. It's quite fussy, but it's got all this primo shit. It's not going to touch the bullshit that hasn't had love. So get it consistent, get it in uniform, give it enough water to hydrate, and we'll jump back in tomorrow. There's some chickens, man. There's a hose, there's some speakers. I'm headed back out bush. I'll upload this and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Keep it real, much love.